guys, welcome to Bass Release. This week I got a special host, a former Bassmaster Elite angler. His name is Travis Manson, and Travis also is started his new YouTube channel, so we're going to be talking about that. And we're also going to be talking about Travis being in the Elites and what's coming up for him right now. So we're going to get him up on here on Skype. And I want everybody to welcome Travis. Hey, Travis, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
How you been?
I've been good.
Good.
Busy.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Busy with the show and fishing. Well, you haven't really started too much fishing yet, have you?
Yeah, not quite yet. I wanted to get into it. I wanted to do a lot more this year. We just had a really crazy late winter and spring, so the weather hasn't been cooperating, at least in this section of the country.
Yeah. Well, you're in Pennsylvania still, right? You're not in Arkansas anymore?
No, I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Or Wisconsin, I mean. I'm sorry, I'll take that back.
Yep,
Yeah.
just live just outside of Philadelphia now. So.
Yeah. So I got a couple questions I just wanted to ask you too. Was now I don't know if a lot of people know, but Travis was in the Bassmaster Elites, right? And how did you qualify to get into the Elites at first? How many years were you in the Elites?
Sure. So the whole journey really began. It doesn't seem that long ago, but time flies. You know what I mean when you look back. It was 2009 when I decided that I wanted to try to fish and become an Elite Series pro and fish on tour. And so in 2010, I joined the Bassmaster Northern Opens.
Yeah.
And at that time, I've never fished outside of Wisconsin as far as tournaments go. So the schedule was Lake Champlain, Detroit River, Lake St. Clair, and then the Chesapeake Bay. So it was 3 bodies of water that I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but for some reason it all worked out, and it was fairly easy for me to qualify that first year. And of course, I took the invite, and the following season, I was out there with the pros trying to compete.
Yeah, that had to be something amazing to do, I mean,
yeah, definitely it was.
Yeah, I mean, I know you fished a lot in New York and stuff. I mean, look at Jamie Hartman right now in the Elites, as a rookie. I mean, sure. He's having one heck of a year, isn't he?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, he did really good this weekend. I think he finished second. So, yeah. Did you ever fish against Jamie?
Yeah, a couple times. We were kind of going back and forth with Angler of the Year for the BFLs. He's won a handful in a row.
Yeah.
And I ended up putting a stop to that.
That's nice. Wow. So who did you, when you were in the Elites, who did you roommate with? Or did you...
Man, I guess I was pretty social. I talked to everyone for the most part. There wasn't a really bad group of guys per se. Everyone was pretty easy to get along with. There was no issues. There was nothing like that. It was just good, camaraderie. I can think of a couple situations where some of them went the extra mile for me.
Yeah.
Fred Rambanis helped me out great. The Lane brothers, Cliff Crochet, Keith Crochet, those guys. Ish Monroe helped me out a time or two. List goes on and on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I watch some of the guys. Like the G-Man. As comical as he is, he seems like one heck of a guy. KVD, same way. I'm sure,
Yeah.
And with everything that they know, I'm pretty sure they would help, some of the rookies out if they had the chance.
Yeah, there was never an issue there. They've all been great to me. I just wish I could have stayed on tour a little longer. I lasted 2 years, and then of course the funds ran dry.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing I find too is that a lot of these guys think they can just jump on the Elites. After winning some major tournaments or whatever, but the funding is the biggest thing, isn't it?
Sure. When I qualified for the Elites, obviously in 2010, the economy was really bad. It was probably the worst time to jump into a career as a pro fisherman. And since then, things have gotten a lot better. And talking with some of the pros now, sponsorship does come a little bit easier. It's still a lot of work and it's still difficult, but it's not quite as hard as it was back in the day for me. But that's obviously important. But another thing to keep in mind, a lot of the Elite Series anglers have a business already that supports their hobby, really.
Yeah.
It's hard to call it we're paying entry fees out of our own pocket at $45,000 a year plus expenses. It's you have to have a business.
Oh, definitely,
to
for
sustain
sure.
yourself.
I mean, an average is going to earn you what, 110,000 for the season?
Yeah, right on.
For that one season.
For the one season, and if you look at that with 8 events, it's you can make $10,000 at the last cut, top 50, I believe. So even if you made the cut in all 8 events, that's $80,000. You're still out 20, 30, 40 grand.
Yeah.
Not including the boat, the truck.
Yeah.
And then just your everyday living expenses throughout the year. So, I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm saying you better have a business behind you if you're going to decide to go and give that a run.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, and the other thing you got to think of too, I mean, some of these guys that are married and have children, they still got family at home they got to support.
Sure.
Absolutely. And now if you're single and whatever, I mean, you might be able to manage it, but I mean, when you got a full family, you got to make sure you're doing really well.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're doing really well, that's only 80,000.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a good season. If you can cash a check in all 8 events, you're angler, you're going to make the classics, things like that.
Yeah.
Every year. And that's not that easy to do either.
Yeah. Now, sponsor-wise, I mean, the sponsors don't dish out cash for you either, right?
No, it's rare. They'll dish out some baits here and there.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's hard to pay entry fees with a bunch of plastics.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
They don't go for that.
Yeah.
You can't call up Bass and say, "Yo, I got 500 pounds of lizards here. Can we make a trade?"
Yeah.
That doesn't.
No, that doesn't work. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So what do you got? I heard you're trying to qualify back again for the elites.
Yeah, I really. It's been a goal since I moved out here and was in a better position to be able to compete again. I started actually last year fishing the Northern Opens, and I just signed up for the first one on Oneida last year and had a great day one, 15 plus pounds. I was in the mix and then only came in with 4 fish on day 2. And so you can't afford to have a bad open for requalifying. So I ended up, at the bottom of the pack on Oneida. And so it didn't make sense for me to continue on to the James River, which was, I believe, the next event after that last year. So I kind of, one and done type of deal. Same scenario this year. I'm on the waiting list right now for Oneida.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they'll let me get in, and we're just going to take one tournament at a time. I don't agree with having it called a Northern Open. When we have to go to Douglas.
Yeah, I mean, this year's schedule is messed up for the Northern.
Well, it's been messed up for a while. At least that's my opinion. They like to go back to the James.
Yep.
And I say if there's cypress trees and snakes in the water,
yeah.
This isn't
that's
northern
not
fishing.
That's not Northern.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get back up north and give those guys, a shot to showcase. There's plenty of good options up north. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I'm not bad mouthing. I'm going to compete. I'm going to do it.
Well, yeah.
Through that process.
Yep.
I just wish. I don't know their thought behind going to these other locations.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go to a northern lake, I mean, you better have some bears and deers and stuff running around instead of snakes and everything else, like you said.
Yeah, big smallmouth. That's what we want.
Yeah, I mean, what? Actually, speaking of smallmouth, what's your biggest smallmouth you ever caught?
8 pounds even. So
now that was up here, right?
That was in Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And I think the state record's like 9.1 or 9.2, something like that. So it probably it had its, I've caught a few sevens, plenty of sixes and fives, but once you get past that 7 pound mark, it's a rare, and it's rare to get an 8 pounder as well. But I put my time in, and eventually you're going to run across one.
Yeah, I mean that's the same as up here. Like up here on the St. Lawrence where I'm at. I mean, you start getting above 5, you're doing really well.
Sure.
Anything past 6, and like you just said, I mean that's very, very well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're more of a smallmouth guy than a largemouth guy, or
I prefer, if I had my choice, I would go after smallmouth for sure.
now what's your reason behind that?
I really like I guess I like the environment where smallies are found.
Yeah.
I like the scenery. I like the water, just the adventure. The part of the country that they're found in. I love flipping mats and frogging pad fields and getting in heavy cover for largemouth. That's fine. I just prefer, I feel right at home 10, 15, 20 miles offshore, big waves and rocks,
Oh yeah, yeah.
clear water.
And I love smallies myself too, but I think mostly because of the fight. I mean, I find they fight a lot and they're stronger, and so that's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love pitching and flipping too, and of course, one of my good friends, Will Clute, and we do some flipping and pitching up here in his area, and now Will loves largies,
Sure,
and
sure.
here he is up here on the St. Lawrence where it's amazing smallmouth fishing, but he loves largies.
Right. Well, you
So
guys got some pretty good largemouth up there as well. So.
yeah, they're starting to come along really strong now. So
Mhm.
I mean, they're not Florida largies or Georgia or Alabama or whatever, but they're coming along. They're getting there.
Mhm.
So
Right. Right.
yeah, so it makes it fun up here now. It makes it really nice up here. So you got a new show,
Yes. Yes.
and that is on YouTube.
Yeah, that's been a pretty big learning experience for me. I've done about 3 months, 3 to 4 months of some hardcore studying, recon into starting a YouTube fishing channel, and so I spent thousands of hours looking at who's who, as far as some of the YouTube anglers that are out that are putting up content. I've done a lot of research behind the scenes as far as what it all takes to get a channel up and running, and it's definitely a process. It's a slow process, but I figured, I really enjoy doing it and
Yeah,
making the videos. I wish I started 4 or 5 years ago.
yeah.
That's what everyone says. It's definitely a challenge,
Oh,
but things have been really good for me right off the bat. I mean, we're about almost 3 weeks into it, and it's definitely growing.
yeah, I see you got a lot of subscribers now and everything too. Like I said, or like you just said, yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, I've got the same thing going on right here with Bass Release. I know that in your channel you talk more technique stuff, how to drop shot, how to actually the other day you were talking about hair jigs and stuff.
Sure. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I just don't have the area to do that kind of stuff here right now. So
Right. Right.
I in a way I like to try to do the interviews and stuff. So yeah, it's a challenge for sure. You know,
Yeah, it is. I really, as much as I love doing the videos and stuff, right now it's really just a filler to try to get some good content out there. It's a lot of in studio stuff. I can't wait to actually get out on the boat and start doing some real hardcore filming. And I decided to name the channel Smallmouth Crush just because I love smallmouth fishing. But we're really an all types of fishing channel. And to be honest, I'm still trying to find my niche on what I really want to narrow it down, and maybe I don't. Maybe I want to continue to do. I filmed a trout show the other day, and I just did a show today that I'm editing right now, again on trout fishing. So I'm probably going to expand a little bit, and just really my main goal is to try to get 4 to 5 new videos a week out.
wow,
And
that's a lot.
I realize, sure, and I realize this is going to be a year and a half process to really start seeing that work, in the end. But right now, I mean, Smallmouth Crush is it's crushing it right now as far as a new fishing channel.
Yeah, and after we get done here, I'm going to post up the link so everybody can get up there
Perfect.
and get a chance and get over there and subscribe and check out some of your videos. Now,
Yeah, right now we're actually running a contest until April, I believe 17th. And so any new subscriber that comments and likes on the video, they're going to be in the hunt for a really cool Mercury jersey, Pro XS Go Boldly with Mercury fishing jersey. So we're going to give that out to one lucky subscriber.
is that the one that you guys were wearing down at the Classic?
Yes, that is. That's
Okay,
when we had
yeah, the red ones.
Baseball players.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep, that's pretty cool. So how was the Classic?
Sure. Good, man. It's been I've been to every Classic since Boyd Duckett won on down in Birmingham. So I don't know if that was '07, but I've been to every single one, and it's cool because I've been backstage. You know, we're in the VIP lounge watching the Classic. We're down in the arena. We're right next to the competitors taking off. So it's kind of I got an inside look at it. I'd love to be fishing it, but for now it is what it is. It's a good time. I look forward to going to that every year.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sleep. We don't get a lot of sleep.
Well, I see you did some video shooting, and I watched it on your I think it was your Facebook channel, and these guys did a little drinking too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I see you driving around in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah, that did happen.
That was after Ike's show?
Yeah, Ike had a little party.
Oh, what kind of how's his parties?
They're pretty good.
Are they?
It was my first official Ike party, and I wasn't let down.
I'm sure you weren't. He's quite the character, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So, you got anything else coming up, or anything?
Yeah, I'm just I'm really preparing right now. I want to get back on the Chesapeake and just start doing some pre-spawn fishing for largemouth, and trying to find a good day to get up north, and trying to fit everything else in. I have a BFL on the Potomac coming up, so I'm going to do the northeast BFLs again this year. They have a pretty decent schedule, as well as the Bass Opens, and I may try and see about jumping into that FLW Coast on Lake Champlain, which is a week before the Oneida event.
Oh,
which kind of
you don't want to do that.
No,
because you're gonna be fishing against me. You're gonna be fishing,
right?
Yeah, because I'm a boater. You're gonna be fishing against Will. Will's going in as a boater. Do you know Brad Paradis?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Brad's going in as a boater. Chris Flint's going in as a boater. So you got some pretty good northerns up here.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's okay.
I like that.
But
you know where
what?
I'll be at the north part of the lake with you guys. So.
Yeah, because I'm not going down. So I'm not going Ticonderoga. No, that's especially. I don't care if it's. I don't trust the weather on Lake Champlain.
Sure.
Man,
I don't mind I would run. I just have not. I've been down there a few times. I have more hours logged up north and just feel a little bit more comfortable up there.
Yeah,
I just prefer it up there.
Yeah, I went down last year down to Thai, and I spent a week down there, and the water was so low last year it wasn't even funny. So
sure.
I had like 3 more days left, and I said, you know what, I'm packing up north I went. So
right.
I had a better time up north. The water was still low, but it wasn't as bad as it was down there.
Mm-hmm.
It was and muddy. Oh, that's the muddiest I've probably seen it in a long time down there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for sure, when you come up, we're gonna have to get together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, because
I
like to have a couple beers
down there. So
I'll
definitely be up north, and we'll, that time of year there should be a few males still guarding fry on beds.
Yep.
And the largemouth will probably be done for the most part.
Yeah.
But they'll be chomping.
Yeah. Are you gonna stick around maybe for the Thousand Islands one?
Yeah. When is that?
Well, here's the bad part about it. The 3rd week in July, the elites are going to be here in Waddington. They can't run out to the lake; they got to stay in the river. But the weekend after is the Gosselin Thousand Islands.
Really?
Yeah. So I think the river might be a little pounded. So
well, that's all right. I don't go to the river.
Yeah, me neither. I go to the big,
right.
the big O.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big O. Yeah.
Got to.
I just need a couple more spots out there.
You have no choice. In my book, you got to go out there. I mean,
Yeah,
the river's fun. You
yeah.
know, it's
You can catch them in the river,
hmm
but I mean, you're not going to catch what you can in the lake.
right,
I mean,
right.
that's same as all the other lakes.
Yep.
Same thing. So,
hmm
yeah, yeah. So, now to qualify for the elites, you're going through. Now, I don't try to qualify for this stuff, so I don't really pay
Sure.
attention to it.
Yep.
The only way you can qualify into the elites is through the opens.
Correct. It's so I believe I'm just I believe it's top five
Okay,
in points
and points.
for
Okay,
the three events.
all
So
right.
Oneida, James, and Douglas
Yeah.
would be uh, would be the road to the Elite Series this year for me.
Oh, cool, cool.
Mhm.
Now, there's other ways you can do it too. I believe is Bass Nation Federation. You can do some of those, and then you go into the nationals. I believe it is. Is that what
Yeah, I
that
don't
is?
know. I don't know a whole lot about that. Believe it or not, I never fished like a federation tournament.
Yeah,
I was never part of a bass club. I'm kind of out of the loop on that. I I guess things have changed as far as some of the rules and the how-tos since, when I started really looking into it. Back in the day, what kind of turned me off was, I was told you had to give up your boat for half a day and someone would be up front. It would be that was, 10 years ago or so, but
yeah,
now things have changed a little bit. And so I just never got into it, and, nothing against that. I just never, I couldn't tell you. I don't even know how any of that stuff works.
yeah, yeah,
You hear Federation guys in the Classic,
yeah,
but I have no clue how they got there.
yeah, yeah. I think that's how it goes. I'm not
Sure.
100% sure, but and we got a guy up here in Ottawa. FLW is now in Canada. And
Yep.
he won the FLW up here, and he got to go to the Classic, and he's a really good angler. So he went last
Sure.
year. I don't know if he's going to make it this year. Or no, he didn't make it this year. He went last year though. So
Gotcha.
that's another way to if you want to make the Classic, I guess.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can win. Also, I believe if you win an Open, you're in the Classic as well. So
yeah.
that's kind of an added
And
bonus.
and another bonus too is they also take the college guys in the
Yeah,
Classic,
that's right.
right? So yeah,
Yep, yep.
yeah. So that's a good way to get in if you want to make it that far. Maybe one of these days for myself, but I doubt it. it's a long road to go to,
Sure.
and
Yeah, absolutely.
and I think a lot of luck needs to fall in your lap. So
Yeah, things have to go right. You know what I mean? But when I when I enter these tournaments and put together a game plan, I really start to, focus on the things that you can control. So the prep work is huge for me as far as just gathering information, map study, research, forums, things online, gathering as much information that might help me.
yeah,
Before I get to the lake, tackle prep. I'm pretty big into, making sure everything's organized and all my rods and everything's paired up properly. So I do a lot of back end work, an extensive amount. It's kind of crazy sometimes. I remember in the Elite Series, I was kind of the guy that was out at 1 o'clock in the morning, still working on the tackle in the hotel parking lot.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
it was pretty crazy, but I enjoy doing it. It is a lot of work, but I like to have everything ready to go. I mean, I know where every single piece of bait and tackle and hook and sinker is, and everything's labeled, and that just helps me be more efficient. Now, I don't put things back where they belong, and that's probably why I end up spending 4 hours cleaning up after myself after every fishing trip, but
yeah.
I got to figure that out.
Well, I was watching the video of you cleaning up in your garage too.
Yeah, that's a daily thing. That's a daily thing.
I'm the same way. I mean, sometimes I get done at a tournament, I'm so damn tired. Or,
Oh, sure.
I mean, my boat's in storage right now. I'm probably going to go get it sometime this week. But
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you there's still plastics all over the floor.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because
right,
I was just
right.
too lazy to put it away.
Sure. Yeah, before
I'm-
I sat down for this, I was trout fishing today. I was using corn. I got corn kernels in my pocket still, so I got some issues.
Oh, jeez. Ain't that something? I didn't even know they had. Well, yeah, you're in PA, aren't you? Yeah, they got
Yep.
trout in PA. Now,
Yeah, they stock the streams here pretty hard. So, it's something to do. It's good for the kids, and if you want to introduce someone to fishing, it's definitely it's pretty cool. They bite pretty easily.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell. There, I got. So anybody, don't call in. For some reason, my landline's not working through the thing. But right up here, guys, it says crush, smallmouth crush. This is Travis's YouTube channel. And are you also on Facebook with this a little bit?
Yeah, I have a personal page you can follow me on. Just search Travis Manson. And I do have a fan page. It was an old fan page from the Elite Series I kind of resurrected recently about 3 weeks ago. Put that back together. What I'm going to be doing is actually trying to get that set up to the YouTube channel instead of my actual old fan page from the Elite Series. So I'm revamping that right now. And I also want to mention too that I did recently pass my captain's license, so I can officially
nice.
guide. Yeah, yep. So I'm actually going to be running some guiding fishing trips on the Chesapeake Bay inland waters here, maybe back in Wisconsin, as well as northern part of New York as well. Upstate New York.
Yeah. See, I got people trying to call me in, but if you guys are listening and if you're trying to call in right now, for some reason your voice don't go through. I'm not trying to ignore you or anything, but I just I have a problem with it right now, and I just can't figure it out. So here it is again, right there. Hold on a second, let me see who this is. Sure. Maybe I can answer it this way. Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah. That's who you're speaking to. Yeah. Do you have a question? Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, great. I have a question. I wanted to do a surprise for my husband, and do a fishing, like, trip past that.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if Travis does any guidance.
Okay, let me just ask him really quick, okay? Travis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I got this lady that's called in, and I'm gonna let me talk to her just for a second. I'm gonna apologize to you. I'm having problems with the phone line right now, so nobody else can hear you. So I'm gonna have to transfer this over to Travis for you. Okay. Okay. Her husband's your husband's birthday's coming up, right? Yeah. Okay. And you wanted to know if Travis can what now? Okay, she wants to know if you're doing any guiding for bass.
Right. Yeah. We just discussed that. We're definitely going to be doing some guide trips on the Chesapeake Bay, upstate New York, and Wisconsin. So.
Did you hear him? Yeah, he just answered it. Are you watching the show? Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, see what happens to technical difficulties when you're live?
Right.
Oh my God, I hate it. See, before I had it with the phone where people would call in and everybody could hear them, and I don't know what's the matter. Electronics these days, I'm telling you.
Right. No, I hear you.
Yeah. I don't think that she heard you before, so she called in. She wanted to know if you're doing any guiding services.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So for the lady that just called in, Travis is doing guiding service. He finally got his captain's license. So get a hold of Travis on Facebook, or if you know him personally, call him. Right?
There you go.
Yeah. Are you on Twitter and stuff too?
I do a little bit of like I said, when I decided to do the YouTube channel and get things going, I realized I have to get going on all social media outlets. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm just still trying to find the right outlet. You know what I mean? I don't know what everyone feels like. Twitter. I think Instagram might be a better option as far as I guess you got to do everything.
Yeah,
everyone's on.
I'm on everything, and I find Instagram a lot easier to work with than Twitter.
Sure.
The only reason is because if you're on Twitter, you can only, if you want to type something in, you can only use so many letters. They allow you so many letters, and
Right.
Instagram you can go nuts, or Facebook you can go nuts, or whatever. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'm in. Like I said, I'm on all of them, but I find Instagram a lot easier to work with. That's me, you know. So,
Sure.
but
Sure.
so let's talk about you guiding for a second. So,
Sure.
have you come up with prices and stuff yet?
Yeah, everything's actually, yeah, you can I'm terrible at social media. You can go to my website, travismanson.com, and that will have pretty much the prices, the trips that I'm offering. I'm basically going to do full day trips on the Chesapeake as well as half days. But if I'm going upstate New York, if we're doing Lake Ontario or Night or Champlain, those are going to be a full day. And then also have what I call an extreme trip, where it's going to be more geared towards the angler who, you know, kind of has a clue.
Yeah.
Not a newbie, but someone that wants to really go out and learn some techniques. And that's actually going to be a full day, sun up till sundown type of a trip. I mean, that's just when I go fishing up there. You know, it's a 4 or 5 hour drive to get up north. I'm fishing all day long.
That's a great opportunity for somebody that never drop shot it in their life, and they want to learn drop shotting.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And then I will be doing select times when I do go back to Wisconsin. I do a lot inland lakes there as well as Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And so we're definitely going to be kicking that into gear as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's I really like that. There was something else I was going to ask you. You know what? And I can't even remember what the heck it was now. It's something. Oh, with your guide service now, you're using your own boat, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So they would be on a bass boat.
Yeah, everything's. You know, in years past, I've had a lot of, I guess, rocky experiences with guides, and a couple examples. When I go down to Florida, or, you know, I'll get a guide service, saltwater fish, things like that. And, you know, they're always like, they don't want to run far, and they don't like wasting gas, and sometimes their equipment isn't up to par. And that was one thing I really wanted to emphasize with my guiding trip, is that we're going to be in a fully rigged bass boat. You're going to be using the same type of equipment that I use. So the $400 rods, you're going to be using them as well. You know, the line, everything, the reels are smooth, they're working, the gear, every type of bait that we're going to be throwing is what I would recommend and use. It's not because it's at a discount, or, you know, they're cheaply made and I'm just giving you these baits to use. I want you to have the best experience that you can, you know, out on the water with.
Yeah. Now, if somebody had their own gear, they could bring it along with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's. Oh, excuse me, I'm catching a cold. I mean, there's been times I've been out with guides before too, and I don't want to use their equipment. I want to use my own if I can, you know.
Sure.
So, and then you feel bad if you break somebody's $400 rod, but I guess that's part of paying your. We can call it an entry fee to go for a guide.
Right.
So
they're all on warranty. It's all warranted rods. We're good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I break plenty myself.
Who are you with? St. Croix or St. Croix?
I'm not.
Whatever? No.
You'd think I would be, but
I thought you were. But
I have a lot of them.
Oh,
I use Dobbin St. Croix rods.
Yeah.
I have a couple different brands for specific techniques that I like to use.
Same as me. Yeah. Yeah. Same as reels too.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't just stick with one brand. I mean, I'm on pro staff and stuff. Blah blah blah. But I mean, I don't. There's times some reels and some rods just work better for a different technique, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't stick with the same one all the time. It's no different than baits. This bait use is good for this, and this one's good for that. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, anyways, I don't want to keep you too long. We've been a half an hour already. So, unless you want to keep talking, I mean, I got all night.
Well, I hear you. I've been known to go on off topic and all crazy stuff. So, you know, I'm used to it. We actually have I've been experimenting a lot with Facebook Live, so I've been jumping on that a few times a week now.
Oh, I've been watching you.
That's been addicting, you know. It's fun.
Yeah, I got it. So when I get on my Facebook, you come up first.
Sure, there you go.
Because I like watching you. Because you know what? I watch your YouTube video because I'll tell you something right now. I do not, and I was talking to Brad about it today at the show, at the Sportsman Show. I do not have one single hair jig in my boat.
Wow.
Not one. So, guess who I called? Andy's.
There you go.
So I got some on the way.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I used to use them when I was smaller, younger. Bucktail jigs,
Yeah.
And then just other things come along, and it's like, do I really need it? No, I'm using this, I'm using that, but
Sure.
yeah, I mean, I think it needs to be in the boat.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's been
so that's why I watched your video, and it really caught my eye.
Sure.
And I ordered some, so they're on the way.
Sure. There you go. And it works great. I mean, smallmouth, and especially up at you guys too. I don't know if you do a lot of walleye fishing.
Oh yeah.
But it's definitely it'll catch walleyes on accident as well. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've caught many walleye on drop shotting up here.
Sure. Yep.
Yep. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well. So.
No, I love coming up by you guys and fishing that section of the river. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much good fishing up there, and it's rare to find a place like that.
Yeah. There's a little small lake down there in Pennsylvania. I can't remember where. I can't remember the name of it. It was last year. I was supposed to go down and fish it, but I didn't fish it. It was for the Ram Series because I got into a couple of the Ram Series. But their championship was down there, and I got a couple buddies in Philadelphia, Slick Harris and Duke Nave and stuff. And I talked to them about it, and they said that that lake was pretty good for smallies too. So you guys got good smallie fishing down there in PA.
Yeah. Mm.
No. Really?
I mean, you have. I guess it depends on your perspective. You know what I mean? So if you fish the Great Lakes and big bodies of water, you're not too excited about a 3-pound smallmouth.
Yeah.
And, they don't – I mean, there's some big – consistent and big bags of smallies don't go hand in hand in this area.
Yeah.
It's just – that's why I head up north.
Yeah, I know.
I wish it wasn't the case. I'd love to I'm still going. I'm experimenting with some of these lakes.
Here's my invite to you. Okay, if you do ever come up here, and you need a place to stay, you're more than welcome to stay at my place.
I appreciate that.
I mean, I live alone. I got my own house.
Sure.
3-bedroom house. So there's 2 spare bedrooms.
All right.
So if anybody wants to come,
awesome.
But I got to go fishing with you. That's the problem.
There you go.
I don't know if it's a problem or
right.
not. But
that's all right.
Yeah, so there's your invite. If you ever back up, come and see me, and you can stay at my house. I got room. So.
Perfect. Right.
Yeah. Right. So, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we're good. I mean, I just I appreciate the time. I definitely want to get subscribers to the YouTube channel.
Yep. I'm gonna put that back up right here real quick. There you go, guys. Smallmouth Crush. Do not call the telephone number because I can't answer it. So
right.
But
I'm gonna be stressing that a lot. I'm gonna put a lot of work into that channel moving forward. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as we get done off of here, I'm gonna put the link up for you, and hopefully everybody's gonna get their butt over there and check out your videos because I've been checking them out and I think they're great.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think you're doing an amazing job, and I want you to keep it up.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who's that co-host with you every once in a while?
Oh, man. So I got a few strange friends, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they're strange. They're fun.
We call him Jimmy Big Time. He's pretty hilarious. I got a lot of guys we're going to be introducing throughout the year for some of the videos. So if you think Jimmy's crazy, wait till you see a few more of my buddies coming up.
Okay. I can't wait to see that then.
Right.
Yeah. So any of the guys on the Elites you're going to have on your show, you think?
I should. I haven't reached out to them yet about it.
Yeah.
Really, right now it's just trying to get some good content, how-tos. I'm going to be doing some vlogs here and there. I just trying to get content. The biggest thing with YouTube is people want to see what's going on a regular basis. They want it. You got to keep their interest.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep rolling with that scenario and develop as we go, but continuously dumping content into that channel and growing it.
Yeah, that's probably more off season for them to do something like that with you, anyways, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean they're pretty busy right now, so.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of tournament talk too.
Yeah.
especially with these BFLs and the opens. So after practice in the hotel room, whatever the deal, we're going to be doing a lot of footage there, which can always go one way or the other. My experience as far as some of the conversation that comes up, and we're going to continue messing around with the Facebook Live, I'm sure, during tournament practice and messing with everyone. So that's kind of the plan.
Yep. Good. All right, so I'm going to let you go then. I know you like to talk, and I like to talk too, but I find sometimes if we let the videos go a little too long, people get bored and they leave.
Sure.
So,
Gotcha.
And I think we're on a pretty good roll right now, so I think we'll just leave it right where we are.
Sounds good.
But once you get going with the smallmouth crush and you want to come back on, how's that sound?
I love it. We'll be here.
Yeah, so we'll keep in contact with each other, and we'll just keep coming back on and forth.
Sounds good.
All right, so
awesome.
All right, guys. So if you guys get a chance, get over to YouTube, check out Smallmouth Crush, and that is one word, if I am correct.
That's one. Yep, Smallmouth Crush.
Yep. So just
CRUSH.
Yep. Just go up at the top and punch it in, and you're gonna find his channel. So check out his videos, and I wish you all the luck in your tournaments this year, and I hope you qualify for the elites again.
That'd be great.
I'll probably be seeing you up in Champlain then.
All right, sounds good.
And if not, I'll see you before that, I guess. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see.
I'll be up your way.
You coming up soon?
Well, as soon as I get the invite from Will.
You don't need it. You got this guy right here.
There you go. Perfect.
You know he's gonna invite you.
I know.
It'd be a good show too, wouldn't it?
It would. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. You came up last year.
Yeah, I've.
Who was that other gentleman that was with you?
Matt Stasiak was with me. Another guy named Kevin Baker.
Okay.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I drag my friends up there every once in a while.
Yeah.
For the 8-hour drive,
Yeah. These guys are from PA too.
Yeah, they're from my area. Yep.
Yeah. You never brought anybody from home?
No. They're that's a 22-hour drive from Wisconsin. So
we got a guy that drives up from Alabama all the time.
Sure.
So,
yep.
And he lives right on Gunnersville.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he loves the smallies.
Yeah. I can't blame him.
Oh yeah. So, all right, Travis. Like I said, I wish you all the luck, and I will hopefully see you soon.
All right, sounds good.
So, like I said before, guys, get over there, go check out Smallmouth Crush on YouTube, and go to Travis's Facebook page too, and give him a like or a share or whatever. And I don't know, tight lines, I guess, right?
There you go.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.